Tennessee, the Kentucky Wildcats. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the run from inside his own 5. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gators with the 1st and 10.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. 2nd down now after the sack. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Gilliam. And they get him down. Guys, let's chat about it. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 50.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Scanning the field, it's Barrett. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And it'll be down right there.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about it on that punt. Yeah.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Goff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his man. It's gone. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physical.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Blasted as he lets it go. Already find a hole in that secondary. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive guys.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for room. It's Patterson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Montgomery. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Barrett. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Wants to bring it back. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Grab near the marker. It's gone. It's a running room. Touchdown, Gator. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Patterson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs. And
turning it on. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gilmore. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds a crease at the 20. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Gators will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. He wants to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute, you've got to lock in.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass
breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to adjust the pattern. Jackson gonna throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. The chains now on second and long. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The give to the back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Patterson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Barrett. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
And I just love how tight ends are used nowadays. They don't just line them up on the line anymore and say, go play ball. Move them all all over the field. He can catch the football. He's a matchup nightmare. Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around. That's why that dude has over 150 yards receiving on the day.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Running back searching for a hole. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jackson will throw. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching.
Touchdown, Gator! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Firing deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Dead center perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start the return inside his 5. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been... Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Here on third down. Jackson gonna throw it. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Going to sling it on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Using the quick game. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give to the back. Finding open areas. Racing to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The inside handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Gives it to the back on the draw. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up. And
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, the sack of this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Gators sending the offense back to work. Jackson will throw. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first one.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for room. It's Clark. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel group has there been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And he made the extra point without problem.
56, Kentucky, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Avery. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game.
Turning it on! And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Out